Alright, before we get into this video, I just wanted to check in real quick. Um, the last video, we're trying to get 1,000 likes. That was posted about a week ago. We're at about 600 or something, so I'm kind of thinking it's not going to hit the 1,000 mark. But I'm going to go ahead and do that again with this video. But we're shooting for 750. So if we get 750 likes on this video, I'll be doing a giveaway. Yeah, and I just want to express just trying to up my subscribers, you know what I mean? So this is me asking to subscribe. It helps me out, and if you're not subscribed, all you gotta do is turn your phone sideways, hit the black button, and that's it. It don't cost you nothing. And then you get all the updates on when the new videos and stuff are coming out. So go ahead and do that if you want. Let's see. Okay, this video I'm about to put up, there's a couple things I want to talk about, and the first one is I give the electric saw a good run for its money. This job's over in Brookings, Pacific Northwest Tree Service. I worked there 2 days. I didn't film the first day, and the whole first day he kept asking me, "You want to try my electric Husky?" He's got the newer T540i. I think the one I have is the first one that came out, and the first one Husky ever came out, the electric. And I kind of don't like it. And the whole first day he kept asking if I wanted to use his newer electric saw, and I said tomorrow I'll give it a run for its money. And so I did that, and I talk about it in the video. I'll tell you what I like and don't like. The second thing is, and I'm not going to say a whole lot about it because I want you guys to watch, but I broke a 9/16 rope, negative rigging, basically over the house, and broke a rope. I'm not going to say what the results were like, but you guys will just have to watch and see. It's totally my fault. I narrowed it down to, because I thought about it all the way home. It's a 2-hour drive, and it was on my mind the whole time. And it was a 9/16 stable braid rope rated. I don't know what they're rated for, but it was a lot. And I felt like I was in capacity, but what I narrowed it down to was the lower we were getting down the trunk, the less rope we were using. And that first 30 feet started getting real pitchy, and I think we got to a pitchy spot in the rope, and I think it locked off, and I think that's what caused it to break, because the piece before that was around the same weight. It was longer, but it was smaller diameter. So I feel like I was right around the same weight. I think we just got to a pitchy spot in the rope. So you guys watch and see, and tell me what you think. We're in Brookings today, working with Pacific Northwest Tree Service again. I did a video here a while back, you guys might have seen it, but we got this big fir, and there's another one behind it that the top broke out. Yesterday we did 2 other firs that are back behind the house, and all day Ryan kept asking me if I wanted to use his electric saw, and I kept saying no. And so today I figured I'm gonna use it. This is the T542i XP. He says it's way better than the Husky saw that I got. I got the original Husqvarna electric, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but he says this one's much better. So I'm gonna use it today, and maybe here and there I'll kind of just point out the pros and cons, and I'll just give you my honest, full opinion on this thing. So if it gets real dumb and I don't like it, I'll switch up and I'll go back to my 200. But I think we're gonna speed line. Well, we're gonna attempt speed lining and see if we have enough height and it might turn into, if the speed lining doesn't work out because the limbs are really long and there's a fence over there, we'll do bundles from the bucket truck, and we'll kind of crane bundles over to the street. So that's the plan. Oh, and these things are fat at the bottom. I'll get another shot up close. Here's up close. This one's pretty big, but that one back there is even fatter. This one's probably 38 inches. That one's probably, I don't know, this one might be like 36. That one's probably about 40. But and the wood stays, but we got to get it down in this tight little area. So if we end up falling one, we got to move it out of the way to fall the other one. And the bush doesn't matter here, so I think the brush will be easy, and I think the wood might be a challenge. Big limb. Alright, so we're gonna rig some straight down, because once I got up here I realized these things are pretty big. There's no way we could speed line out in the road. So we're gonna get a bunch off like this, and then we'll probably start speed lining. Okay, ready?
Kind of perpendicular with the parallel with the drive.
Alright. So this is the situation right now. It's kind of not super ideal, but stuff's going away. This one is probably the biggest limb on the tree. Yeah, just be careful. Perfect. Oh yeah. Hold on. It's on the boom, kind of. Let it down a little. There it goes. The noise. Yeah. Okay. Ran out of battery. We got quite a bit done, quite a bit of big limbs cut off that one, and that's as far as the bucket can reach. So I figured come over to this broken one and rig all the brush off of it why I can do it from the bucket. This is a huge fat limb, and we're switching over to the Gasser 540 XP. That should be the worst one on that one. Well, we got one other super long fatty that goes way out that way too. Alright, I gave the electric saw a solid, really good try, and I like it. But it kind of confirms my overall general thoughts of them. Like, I was cutting on limbs, and it'll cut through really nice and smooth. But if you're like reaching way over here and you twist it at all while you're cutting, it'll stop. it does that battery electric thing that it just binds up and stops. So you have to be cutting straight through for nice, clean, efficient cuts, and that's not always how it goes. Sometimes you're reaching and a gas saw will just keep going. Another thing is, once this bends over and it's still connected, all those fibers that are right there that are bent over and you're trying to sever through them, it binds up really easy on that stuff, because the compression and tension wood is doing something weird in there, and you're trying to cut through these fibers that are pulling different ways, and electric saw can't really handle that, where the gas saw can just cut right through it. That's my thoughts. Total personal preference. You can argue with me if you want, but that's my thoughts. Yeah, our camera on the ground, because this, check this thing out, man. It's a thin piece of wood with this massive limb going way out there. That's gnarly, but that's still holding. Hold on like that, not just let loose and go flying, you know. Okay, this is a big, huge limb going way out over the house the wrong way. I got the rope redirect through this thing, so we're gonna hang this whole thing up, and then I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna hook half of it up on the winch, and we'll pull out the tip that way, and then we'll hook onto the other piece and do the same thing. A little shock load. Oh yeah. And then they're just going to lower that stop the rest of the way down. Worked out pretty good. Okay, last two pieces of brush off this thing. You ready? feed line is ready. All right, I'm coming down to the first limbs now. Barely. Not a bad view today. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that for right now. It works better if I leave one, like it makes that the anchor point. Because if I cut the last one, it introduces a bunch of slack, and then that's when we hit the fence. Nice. Oh, I need the rope back. It'll be a second. Maybe let the car through. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I got two ready. Just this thing. client just asked me why I faced it up towards the house and not up towards the yard, and because I trust my rigging. I know the rigging's going to catch it. So I mean, I'm going with the weight. Like, it's weighted that way, so I'm not going to try to struggle and push it that way when I don't need to. The rigging's going to catch it anyway, you know? So, you ready? What do you got on there? Might be a little much. 2.5? Okay, yeah, you've been running it all day. Okay, here we go. And this is weird because we're going straight from the block this time. There's no Okay. Nice. I was worried about some shards breaking out of that thing, you know? Gnarly. Some gnarly rigging. It's no joke, really. Everything's going smooth though. Half-inch line is strong. Oh, okay. Yeah, stable braid. Oh, super lucky. Super lucky. Right when we say poor rope. Okay, so the next option is I can chunk firewood and just throw it right in that spot. That fits me alright. We got so lucky. You think there was a lot of wraps? second rope I broke. Okay, here comes this piece. Get me out of here. Nice to talk to him. If it probably feels really hard. I think it'll go. How's it looking? Oh no. Oh my god.
Well, that was cool.
Get me out of here. That first stem was super close call, so I was like really trying to make this one straight on. I knew this stump was going to give us trouble. We probably could have cut it lower, but
Cooper can roll.